Okay, let's talk about extrusion. In another video, I had done shearing, where I sheared off a corner of my box and I floated it or hovered it above the box itself. And so this is going to be another simple operation of construction that we can do to a simple 3/4 box. So remember, you start off with your 3/4 box, top-down view. Remember to keep your vertical lines vertical, make them all parallel to each other. Remember to make your side planes either look like they're converging to the same vanishing point or make them parallel to each other. Either way, I'll accept for your quiz. So this guy, and this guy all correlate. This guy, and this guy all correlate, okay? Just want to make this line a little bit straighter, okay? So now with extrusion is where I'm going to be taking just some area of the box, like a little box within the box, and I'm just going to be extruding it out. Now when you do this, pick a side plane. In the demonstration for the slideshow in class, I have a demonstration of the side plane and the top plane. You could do it over there on the side plane too. But ultimately, you're just going to pick a section. I'm just going to grab this section to be consistent with the lecture in class. And it's like this guy is coming out. That's what it is that I'm going to be doing. So remember, anything that is a straight edge is going to be parallel to the other vertical straight edges of the box. But then any edge that would go back into the distance, that needs to correlate with the side planes, these lines that we're already seeing, right? So if I'm going to extrude this box, don't extrude the box with straight lines coming out. Remember, that's now you're starting to be 1-point perspective. Anything that would be coming out or going back into space is going to correlate to these diagonal lines that would be going to a vanishing point. So just like how this line and this line and this line are slanting diagonally, this extrusion line needs to as well. So this line's going to correlate with this line. This line's going to correlate with that line. So just remember that. Okay, so same thing here. These all correlate. Doo-doo. But now this edge, he's going to be straight vertical because it's the corner, right? It's basically I'm tacking on a box, butting up right next to another box. It's like what it looks like. Okay, so remember this line correlates to this line, to this line, to this line, to this line. Either keep them parallel or make them all look like they're going to the same vanishing point. And if this were opaque, we would not see this guy. But if he were clear, then we would be seeing this, right? You guys understand that? So what I've done is I've just simply extruded a section out of this box. And this is practical for like buttons or, you know, obviously steps or things like that. So very simple construction operation to a cube. And the same could be said for, you know, something above. Remember, just make sure whatever angled lines that you need because of an edge going back into space, they just need to correlate. That's probably the biggest thing to remember, is making sure that the lines that slant correlate to their respective like slant angle and the other buddies around them that should be slanted in the same way. Okay, so if I were to extrude something up above the box, again, it's basically the same as just kind of drawing another box on top of a box, if that helps you think about that correctly. But the big thing to remember is anything that slants needs to correlate with the other lines that would slant in that same direction. Either with accurate 2-point perspective, or, like I said for the quizzes, I'm accepting parallel lines, like this guy's parallel to this guy to this guy. Careful when you bolden. Sometimes I lose the integrity of the angle when I bolden things, so just be careful with that. But this gets the idea across right there. And then if this is opaque, we would not see these inside guidelines right there. So let me lighten those and then I'll re-bolden this right here. So what I've done is I've extruded, if you want to think of it like 2 square buttons, out this way and out that way.